Hi everyone, my name is Peter Sistele. In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you how I got 48,000 Canadian dollars in my PhD scholarship. So if you want to understand how I did it and how everything worked out for me, don't touch that dial. Make sure you watch this video till the very end. Okay, before I go straight to how I got my scholarship, I'm going to be explaining to you how the different types of scholarship work so that you understand the type of scholarship that you are going to be applying for. Just know that about 80% of the scholarships are what you're going to get when you are already in the program, but there is also what we call the entrance scholarship. This is the type of scholarship that you get when you are offered admission into the program. So it comes along with the departmental the admission, right? It can be from the department, it can also be from the university. Most times it is usually from the Faculty of Graduate Studies in a university. That is called the entrance scholarship. The second thing is also called is called the fellowship. This is the kind of scholarship you get probably your supervisor as a result of the grant that the professor is having. You know, when they apply for grant, when the research organization gives them grant, from there they can pay you from that grant. Isn't that exciting? Okay. The third type of scholarship are called departmental specific awards. These are the kinds of award that you're giving, you know, when you're already in the program, and you know they send out letters and memo, and then you apply for these scholarships. And then there's also travel scholarships. Maybe you want to go for conferences, you know, you want to go for international conferences or local conferences. You know, when you are going to be presenting at those conferences, they can also help you, you know, and give you funds to help you, you know, of some of the traveling bills, you know, things like hotels and all of those things. And then there are also, you know, funding from research organizations. You know, for example, if you have a cancer institute, you know, different type of government scholarships that are available. Okay, so these are different types of scholarship. Now to the main gist, how I got mine. So mine was a combination of these. You know, I'm going to be explaining how it worked out for me. So the very first thing that I got was the entrance scholarship. Isn't that exciting? So for me to be able to be eligible for that entrance scholarship, you know, I applied to the university. In fact, before I applied, I already got a supervisor. If you want to learn how I got my master's or my PhD supervisor, I'm going to be leaving a link in the description below, and then you can watch that how I got my supervisor. So after I have gotten my supervisor, then what my supervisor did was to now nominate me to the university for the entrance scholarship. And the entrance scholarship was $5,000 for one unit, and I was able to get 4 units of that, which was equivalent to 20,000 Canadian dollars as an entrance scholarship. So that didn't come from my professor's so that did not come from my professor's fund. It just came from the university directly. So, you know, she nominated me to the department, and then there are different criteria and eligibility. Maybe your CV, your CGPA, your research experiences. They kind of looked at all of these things and determine how much unit that they can give you. So for me, they gave me about 4 units, which, you know, amounted to $20,000. In addition to that, I also got the fellowship from my supervisor. The fellowship was around $24,000. It is called minimum funding. It is a base funding that is given to every, you know, PhD student in that department. So it's kind of a base funding, right? So if you're getting an entrance scholarship, it is an external scholarship, right? So your supervisor is not the one handling that. It's the university that handles that. But what they normally do is, when you have a lot of money for external funding, you know, you work with your supervisor, work with the university, and then there is a way they determine how much they are going to be paying you. And then in the first year of my PhD, I actually, you know, the department, they sent out, you know, memo that, oh, now it's time to be applying for scholarships, and then they outline different types of scholarships that are available in the department. And then I submitted my application, and then I ticked the scholarships that I wanted to apply for. And when the results came out, I got a scholarship of $3,000. It was just a one-time payment. Boom, I just got the money straight into my account. And the good thing is that did not actually affect my initial entrance scholarship that I had. That was still going on, and then I just got this departmental scholarship in addition to it. So I just want to encourage you, okay? So when you are thinking about scholarship and thinking about PhD or master scholarship, for the most part, don't be so overwhelmed with how do I get the scholarship, okay? The first and most important thing that you need to do is getting a supervisor, especially if there's a research masters that you're applying for. Of course, if it's PhD, a lot of departments will ask you to get a supervisor. When you get a supervisor, most times it's going to be automatic, because the professor, they know that there is no way you're going to be doing PhD without a stipend, because as a somebody doing research full-time, they need you to be able to concentrate fully in the research that you're doing in order to enhance productivity, because this is going to be beneficial for them. Now, as a master's or a PhD student, just know that whatever data that you're going to be getting is what the professor is going to be using to apply for grants in the future. So if they don't have graduate students and they don't even pay them, it is problematic, right? So that is why from those funds that they pay graduate students such that the graduate students will be able to concentrate and do those research and then generate all of these data so that they can use to apply for future grants. And if you are still thinking about how to improve your chances of getting scholarship, your CGPA, of course, is a very, very crucial part of it. And if you've already graduated and your CGPA is now something you can no longer modify. Now, the other thing you can do to enhance your chances, of getting this entrance scholarship is to begin to build on your resume, begin to build on your CV. Why is this important? Because they don't just consider your CV, they don't consider your CGPA when making decision for scholarships, right? So they're going to be looking at, okay, does this person have volunteering experiences? Has it done any presentation or any publication, right? So if you're doing your master's and thinking about transiting to PhD and thinking about how to get a funding, so what you need to do is to make sure you are going for local and local conferences, and if you can go for international conferences, good for you, amazing, right? So make sure if there is any conference in your university, just any industry related conference that you can go, even though you present or you don't present, it's okay. Just make sure you go, and then it enters your CV as you attended this conference. And then if you're a member of that organization, that really improve your chances of getting that scholarship, because I've been in those review committees that review scholarships and funding for students, and I know exactly what they are looking out for. So sometimes people, just imagine two people applying and both of them are having the same CGPA, right? So now they're going to be looking into what are the extracurricular activities that this person is involved in, right? What volunteering, what leadership does this person have? That way you are improving and enhancing your chances. Isn't that exciting? So if you're thinking about that, I will really encourage you to take your time, build your portfolio, build your resume. I can't overemphasize that. Build your resume as much as you can. It's going to help you on the long run. Okay, so if you are kind of looking at I think looking at someone to review your documents, you can leave the comment, and then you can contact me via my website or through email. And if you need further information or more details regarding how these whole scholarship work, I hope this video has helped you to kind of understand how to get funding and how the different scholarship work. And I hope I've also been able to show you how I got mine, so that you too can embrace and use that same strategy to be able to get yours in the future. This is so much good news. This is so exciting, and there are lots of other videos in my channel that talked about If you're already with low CGPA, what do you do, right? How do you improve your chances, right? Do you need to write English tests? So there are lots of these videos that I've done in my channel. Just do well to look through all of my other videos. So thank you so much for watching, and if you haven't subscribed and you feel that this video you really gain from it, just subscribe to my channel, leave a comment in the comment section, and if you have any questions regarding all of these things that I said, just drop a question and I will do well to answer the question as soon as